Hi, welcome to the Restore Body Balance YouTube channel. I'm Colleen Burns, licensed psychotherapist and founder of Restore Body Balance, where we combine psychology, biology, and neurology to enact life changes that stick. Today's episode is going to be a guided meditation or visualization. It's a surefire way to antidote stress. When we're having unpleasant thoughts, feelings, emotions, we tend to relive them over and over again. We want to work the problem out in our head, but often we just go deeper into our pain and deeper into the thoughts, thus feelings, thus potential maladaptive behaviors. So when clients come to me, we work on how to antidote those thoughts and feelings with positive emotions, thoughts, and feelings. One quick way to do this is by using the art of cognitive behavioral therapy. So CBT is almost like going to the eye doctor, where they put the machine in front of your eyes and we start to say, okay, I'm squinting and I can't see the clock, but is it better with lens 1 or lens 2? And we walk out of there with a prescription. And when we put our glasses or corrective lenses on, things are so much clearer because we've corrected the distortion. And that is the art of cognitive behavioral therapy. So I like to do a little tool every time I teach somebody a new technique. Therefore, they can use it outside of session. So let's go to a basic example, which would be a beach day. The key here is we want to get the 5 senses engaged. So while you're watching this, you might also want to be pondering a pleasant thought or memory that you've experienced. We will have a beach day today, but it could be anything like a pleasant memory with a friend or a loved one, a vacation, a hike, an experience that you can draw upon those 5 senses. So let's start with, again, a review of the 5 senses. What do we see? What do we hear? What do we smell? What do we taste, and what do we touch? Very important because olfactory is the #1 memory recall. And we'll get to why this is important in a minute. Let's go back to our beach day. I will ask a client if they're comfortable to close their eyes, relax, take a couple of good deep breaths. Remember, we want to engage that parasympathetic nervous system of rest and relax, rest and restore, safe. Therefore, we can actually hear these new changes and experience these feelings. So taking a couple of deep breaths, and then I'll ask them to walk to the beach and then walk down to the water. And what are they seeing? They might see beachgoers, they might see some ships in the horizon, they might see a sailboat or a pier full of people. And then they might put their blanket down and their beach bag down, and I'll say, okay, what are you hearing? Are you hearing the seagulls, maybe children laughing or splashing in the water? And all of a sudden, you start walking down to the beach. You can feel that cold water rushing on your toes, and after a few minutes, you go back to your towel and you might have a cold sip of some lemonade or iced tea, a refreshing drink that you brought to cool yourself down on this hot summer day. We also want you to really lament in this moment. Again, reliving those 5 senses. What am I seeing? What am I hearing? What am I smelling? Oh, well, there is the key. So you forget that you need to put on your sunblock or suntan lotion. So that's where olfactory #1 memory recall is going to come into play. So again, we have our 5 senses engaged. We now have seen things in the horizon and around us. We've heard things. We've tasted things. We've olfactory smelled things, and we've touched things. So really spend a few minutes reliving this moment. And then outside of the session, I ask clients to practice this every single day. And pick a time that's a habituated time. Maybe when you first wake up, when you're going to bed, maybe before you go to work in the morning, get out of your car, and I will say, okay, now we have some Burt's Bees or good old-fashioned chapstick, which is a tropical flavor. And you might want to apply that and do the guided meditation, reliving the moment of walking down to the beach, walking down to the water. The other thing I often discovered too is that we can find really cool products. Ben & Jerry's came out with an ice cream flavored lip balm. Maybe part of your wonderful memory is going and getting some ice cream. This happens to be mint chocolate chip, my favorite. The other product I use is by a company called Pinch Me. I've been working with them for a very long time, and this happens to be a beach flavored, sort of like an adult version of Play-Doh. And I'll use my tester here. It is absolutely heavenly. And the company infused the Pinch Me dough with essential oils. So again, you really get that aroma. And again, olfactory is the #1 memory recall. So it easily transports us back to that time and place. But you have to do your work by doing this every single day. It's sort of like forming a habit. Then, when we're having unpleasant thoughts or feelings or emotions, we can take it out of our purse, take it out of our backpack, have it at your desk in your office. And I get so excited when clients started texting me pictures of them using the tools in action, and it really started to work. So again, we see the combination of psychology, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, the biology of the body by using the 5 senses, and that wonderful neurology of the brain that loves to habituate things for you. And here we've taken an excitatory memory that we've housed away as unpleasant, and we've sort of just woven into that little neural pattern or synapse something pleasant. And every time we do that, we antidote stress. So that is the guided meditation today. Hopefully you can find one of your own, get the 5 senses engaged, and then find a tool. And if you need any help or feedback, feel free to reach out to me at www.restorebodybalance.com. And if you'd like to see more of our YouTube channel, you can hit the subscribe button. Take care, and thanks for checking in.